Imagine it's 40,000 years ago. You're a prehistoric human, and it has been pouring rain for 7 straight days. There is no internet, no Netflix, no board games. You can't even scroll through prehistoric social media to complain about the weather. If you step outside, you freeze, your firewood gets soaked, and the local predators are just as annoyed and hungry as you are. So what exactly did our ancestors do all day when they were trapped inside by terrible weather? Did they just stare at a wall for 16 hours? It turns out ancient humans handle lockdowns a lot differently than we do, and their rainy day coping mechanisms actually shaped human history. First off, rainy days weren't a vacation. They were dedicated maintenance windows. When you survive by hunting and foraging, your gear is everything. Clear skies meant hunting. Rainy days meant manufacturing. This was the time for the tailoring department. Anthropologists have found incredibly delicate bone needles dating back to the Ice Age. When stuck indoors, humans would sit near the mouth of the cave for natural light and meticulously sew waterproof clothing, repair torn hides, and sharpen flint tools. It was basically a high-stakes, tribal arts and crafts session where if your seam ripped, you literally died of hypothermia next winter. But they couldn't work the entire time. Eventually, cabin fever sets in. So what did they do for entertainment? They invented the first multimedia platforms. Deep inside caves, away from the damp entrance, our ancestors painted. And this wasn't just random graffiti. Some archaeologists believe cave art served as the ultimate pre-hunting briefing. Experienced hunters would point to the drawings of a bison, explaining to the younger generation exactly where to strike, how the herd moves, and which areas to avoid. It was a masterclass wrapped in an art gallery, and yes, they absolutely gossiped. Language evolved largely so humans could keep track of who was trustworthy in the tribe, who was slacking off, and who was hoarding the best berries. A week trapped in a cave was prime time for tribal politics. When the night fell and the cave went completely dark, the real magic happened: storytelling. Without written books, a tribe's entire history, survival knowledge, and mythology lived entirely in the minds of the elders. Rainy nights were when the history books were read aloud, and when the stories ended, they slept. A lot. Modern humans have strict 8-hour sleep schedules dictated by alarm clocks. Ancient humans followed segmented sleep, or simply slept away low-energy, low-resource days to conserve calories. If you can't hunt food, the smartest thermodynamic move is to turn your body's power setting down to low. So the next time you're stuck indoors on a rainy Sunday, looking at your phone and feeling bored, just remember, your ancestors sat in a damp, dark cave for weeks at a time, chewing on animal hides, painting walls, and talking to each other just to survive. And honestly, they probably handled the boredom better than we do.